Hi everyone, myself Kanakaraju Veldi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Warangal Institute of Technology and Science. Welcome to WITS Connect. Today our lecture is, I am going to discuss one of the most important subject in mechanical engineers, that is basic manufacturing technology. This is a basic fundamental machines are there. In this we learn basic knowledge about machines. What are the machines are there? What are the manufacturing machines? What are the types of machines? What are the operations are used in the different machines? We are going to learn in this subject. Let's these basic in manufacturing technology in our third sem students, and this is a basic important subject. In this third sem we are going to discuss some important topics. In first unit is lathe and lathe works. Lathe and lathe works. What is lathe? What are the operations? What are the specifications are there? What are the uses and functions? We are going to learn in this unit 1. Let's see again work principle of lathe. What are the work principle of the lathe? Next, functions of the lathe. Types of lathe. What are the types? There are so many important types are there, like capstan lathe, engine lathe, next turret lathe. These are some of the types of lathe. Different types of lathe, different industries are we are using. Okay, next lathe operations. What are the lathe operations? In lathe machine there are so many operations are there, like turning is one of the operation, knurling, and next coming to the next boring, drilling. These all are some of the important operations. We in this types of operations we going to learn what are the operations are there, what are the operations are there, what are the uses of that operations. Okay, next coming to the unit 2. In this unit 2, broaching machines. What are the broaching machines are we are using? Industrial purpose or institutional purpose? In this unit 1, unit 2, we are going to learn principles of broaching machine. What are the principle of the broaching machine? Next, applications of broaching machine. Next, types of broaching machines. Next, broaching operations. Broaching operation, there are so many broaching operations are there. In this our syllabus we learn some important broaching operations. Next unit 3. Okay, in this unit 3 we going to learn 3 machines, like shaper, slatter and planer. Okay, in these machines, like first one is a shaping machine. Okay, in this shaping machine, what are the working principles of shaper machine? Next, types of shapers. Next, shaper operations. In every machine we are going to learn there are working principle, types of shaper and shaper operation. These are some important topics in our syllabus only. Okay, we have another topics also is there, but these all are some important topics. Next, slotting machine. In this slotting machine we are using this slotting machine. We manufacture any components. There are some of the slots are there, like for suppose gears and the shafts. We going to join any gears and shaft. We have one slot. Okay, that slot is resist the vibrations. Okay, next in this slotting machines, what are the principles of slotting machines? Next, types of slotters. There are so many types of slotters, but there two important slotters is vertical slotter is there, and what horizontal slotter is also another type. Next, slotter operations. What are the slotter operations? In these slotters we are using keyway purpose. Okay, and keyway purpose and slotters are we are using, like any shapes and gears structures and any slottings we are using these slotter machines. Next, planing machine. Okay, in this planing machine topic we are going to learn the working principle of planers and types of planers and operations. What are the types of planers? There are so many types of planers are there, like horizontal planer, vertical planer, and there are the industrial purpose planers also there. Okay, we learn these all those things. Next, what are the operations are there? Okay, let's see again. In this third unit, sleeper, shaper, slaughter, and planer, we're going to learn these all those topics. These all are important topics. Next, unit 4. Unit 4. Next, unit 4. Let's. Okay, students. Next, unit 4. Unit 4. We're going to discuss unit 4. In this unit 4, cutting fluids, coolants, and lubricants. Okay, these all are most important. If you want to manufacture any component in using any machines like lathe machine, shaper machine, slaughter machine, planing machine, milling machine, in this machining processes we are using cutting fluids, coolants, and lubricants. Why? If you want to manufacture any component, during that machining heat produced, that purpose we are using cutting fluids, coolants, and lubricants. These cutting fluid, coolants, lubricants main function is to decrease the heat, to decrease the noise, production of noise in machining process. Next, first we are going to discuss lubricants. Lubricants, what are the lubricants are there? We are going to discuss cutting fluids. Cutting fluids, what are the cutting fluids are we are using? Like types of cutting fluids. What are the properties of cutting fluids? There are so many types of cutting fluids are there. In these cutting fluids, different properties are consist. What are the properties of cutting fluids? Next, functions of cutting fluids. What are the functions of cutting fluids? There are different functions are there. Okay, next, coolants. Coolant is most important. In this, coolants are to decrease the heat, production. Okay, next, lubricants also. Lubricants and coolants. In this lubricants, what are the classifications of lubricants? There are some types of some classifications are there. Next, we are going to discuss that one also. Next, unit 5. Unit 5. In this unit 5, already we discussed in workshop technology. In workshop technology, we have welding chapter also. Okay, in this, what is welding? We are going to discuss in this 4th unit. What is welding? What are the types of weldings are there? What are the functions of welding? What are the principle of welding? Next, in this welding, there are so many types of weldings are there. But one of the important welding is arc welding and gas welding. Already we discussed in workshop in last sem. Already we discussed arc welding. But in this one, gas welding, we are going to discuss gas welding and defects of, what are the defects of welding. If any welding product, there are some defects are there. Okay, we are going to discuss this one also. Next, TIG welding and MIG welding. Okay, TIG welding and MIG welding is most important topic in unit 5. Next, unit 6. This is the last unit in our syllabus. In this unit 6, we are going to discuss milling machine, gear making. In this milling machine, using this milling machine, we are going to manufacture or making the gears also. Okay, and in this milling, what is milling machine? And working principle of milling machine. What are the working principle of milling machine? Next, cutter materials. In these milling machines, we are using tools. That tools is called cutters. What are the cutter materials we are using milling machines? Next, milling operations. In this milling operations, gear making is one of the operation in milling. Okay, let's see again. 4th unit is cutting fluids, coolants, and lubricants. In this cutting fluids, we are going to discuss. 4th unit, we are going to discuss cutting fluids, lubricants, coolants. Next one is 5th unit is welding. In this fifth unit, classifications of welding. What are the classifications? Like important classifications like arc welding, next gas welding, TIG welding, MIG welding. Okay. Next, what is the gas welding? What are the uses and defects of welding, defects in welding, TIG welding and MIG welding. Next, sixth unit is milling and gear. In this milling, what some of the operations are there? One of the operation is gear making. Okay, we are using milling machine for gear making also. Next, what is the milling? What are the working principles of milling? Cutter materials. What are the cutter materials? Next, milling operations. Okay, in this milling operation, gear making is one of the operations. Next, we are going to discuss unit 1. That unit 1 already we know that unit 1 is a lathe machine. Okay, will be discussed next class. Thank you.